Hey everybody, it's good to see you again. Welcome back to the Dial In. This is the show where I dial in a different coffee every once in a while and take you through the process. This was a weekly show for kind of a little bit, and I just needed to take a break, and I'll talk about that a little bit later towards the end. But thanks everybody for following this series and everybody who's commented in the last couple of months. It's really meant a lot, and I really appreciate it. So let's just get right into it. Today we've got a coffee from Metric Coffee in Chicago. So this is from Metric Coffee in Chicago, La Comunión, Honduras. This coffee's tasting notes actually makes me really excited. Also had a pour over of this morning, which also made me really excited. But the tasting notes are dried cherry, cane sugar, and limeade. And that last one, limeade, takes me right back to growing up in Richmond, going to Bill's Barbecue and getting limeade with the crushed ice. You don't get lemonade, you get the limeade. It's just not even a question. Get your barbecue sandwich, and it's a good time. It's a really good time. So I'm hoping to pull some limeade out of this bag of coffee. But let's get right into it. Real quick, for those of y'all who are new and maybe haven't seen the series before, on this machine I always start with a recipe of about 17 grams in and 35 grams out, aiming for about 28 seconds, somewhere in like 25 to 30 essentially. So that's where I'm going to start today. Like it. Okay, so we got 17 in, 35 grams out. It was about 30 seconds, so just over the time that I'm shooting for. There also is a little tiny channel, a little spray channel, which you might have been able to see. But the shot visually looks pretty nice. It smells a little bit hollow. There's definitely like a citrusy component to it, but it's kind of like citrus rind, maybe even like citrus pith. Not really that like citrus flesh or like the juiciness that you would expect. But not necessarily a bad thing. Starting to pick up some light brown sugar. So this is pretty tasty right off the bat. There's sort of an effervescent thing going on. Not necessarily the feel of like bubbles on your tongue, but more like if you have seltzer water, you swallow it and you wait for a couple seconds, that feeling that you're left with. There's a little bit of that going on. The body is really nice and smooth. There's a good, like, juicy characteristic to this espresso, which I also like. It's just a little bit off balance. There's kind of a in the back of the mouth. It's sort of like you just bit into a lemon, and you're kind of like, ugh. It's a little bit too much right back there. So the acidity, wow, especially as it cools down, the acidity is a little out of control. So I'm pretty optimistic that this will get into that nice limeade territory. I'm kind of excited. So let's pull another shot. I actually want to see if I can get this one to not have that same channeling effect that I had in the first one. So let's pull another shot and see if they line up within some sort of reasonable range. Okay, so we got the shot running in pretty much the exact same parameters as before. If anything, I might have cut off the pre-infusion time just a little bit, maybe by a second, because the shot looked like it was coming together much better. That little misty channel didn't happen, so that was good. And now we're just gonna jump in. So again, 17 in, 35 out, just north of 30 seconds, maybe 30 and a half seconds if you count half seconds. So again, still kind of hollow on the aroma, but not as much of that sort of citrus peel coming through. So who knows, this may end up being a more well-rounded shot, but I don't want to make any assumptions yet. Okay, that kind of brown sugar sweetness. Or maybe it's the molasses, because technically you can't smell sweetness, right? Is that true? I can't remember. This shot actually comes across a little bit harsher, believe it or not. Yeah, and that sourness in the back end is still there. So we've got a couple options. I really like the body. I'd like to keep it at this sort of kind of juicy espresso level. It's not too heavy, but definitely has enough body to feel satisfying. And I'm actually worried about it getting heavier if I do go finer. Oof. Yeah, but this coffee is definitely still under extracting even when there's no channeling present. So we can either grind finer and keep the ratio the same, which honestly might be the good place to start, or we can keep the grind setting the same and we can let it brew for a little bit longer for a higher yield. So instead of 1735, maybe 1740. I'm kind of inclined to try that first before messing with the grinder, since this grinder is a little bit fussy. It seems to be working pretty consistently where it is. So let's try going to 1740. Probably be about 32 seconds out. 32 seconds out? Be about 32 seconds. So let's see how that goes. And then if that doesn't work, then we'll try adjusting the grind a little bit. Well, I spoke too soon about my grinder being super consistent. That took 28 seconds. I got 40 grams out, still putting in 17 grams in. But let's see what happened. I don't know if it's the cup being a little bit bigger or the aromatics are just a little bit more present this time. Not as much citrus, more of that kind of light brown sugar, maybe even like a panela sugar. Coming to like a green apple, kind of baked, kind of apple tart. Yeah, that citrus peel is not really there. Maybe a little bit. Actually, maybe even some citrus fruit this time. Ooh, okay, I like where this is going. This is tasting a lot more balanced right off the bat. Still a little bit sour, but I'm getting lots of flavors. I don't know how, this is kind of a weird way to describe it, but all across my palate. I guess to contrast it with the last two shots, those have been a big punch of flavor up front, then really nothing. And then as you sit and you wait, then you start to feel that really kind of citrus, kind of pucker, that kind of wincing citrus flavor all the way in the back. So essentially a lot of flavor up front, not a whole lot right after you finish. And then a couple seconds later, you get that kind of unpleasant sourness. It's much better. It's still a little bit too acidic for me. I think in this case, let's grind a little bit finer, but keep this recipe. I like 17 and 40 out for this coffee. The body is really pleasant in my opinion, and it tastes like it is pretty well balanced. It's just getting the flavors to kind of cooperate at this point. Pretty sour finish, but not in the same way, not in that kind of like biting. kind of like, that's the only way I can describe it. It's that feeling. Filtered water out of the fridge. 10 out of 10. Okay, so we just got a shot that was 17 in, 41 grams out in 31 seconds. So just a little bit longer. Let's see what's going on here. This is pretty different. There's a bit of like fresh citrus coming out. Very, very, very minor, but definitely is smelling a bit more brighter, a little more fruity than the previous shots. The sugar is a little bit more muted. This is almost like smelling those brown sugar cubes. I don't know if that's Demerara sugar. I think it's, I don't know. If you know those brown sugar cubes, you ever smelled those? It's kind of what this is smelling like. That with a little bit of lime, just that hint of citrus. Yeah, more towards the fruit side and less towards the kind of like sweet pastry side. I'm gonna let this sit for a second because it's got kind of like a bitterness to it, maybe because of the temperature. I've had a lot of coffees that when they're still quite hot came across a little over extracted, a little bit bitter. And then as they cool, they just open up and become these beautiful, I have no words for it. So let's see if this happens with this one. We're really close on the last shot. Yeah, I don't know if that grind adjustment was the right call. In fact, I know it wasn't. This is not tasty. So what we'll do, and what I'm basically getting here is just like a really heavy, very bitter, like across the board. I don't know, it's just all very, very muddy, very, very low flavor clarity. Yeah. So that's not the way to go at all. I'm going to go back to 17 and 40 and maybe push that even a little bit further, but I'm going to go back a little bit coarser and see if that gets us to where we want to be. And then we should be pretty darn close to that point. Okay, here's 46 grams out in about 29 seconds and still the same dose weight. So we haven't changed dose weight at all this whole time. 17 grams still. Okay, not a lot going on aromatically this time. Smelling a bit more like a darker, like almost like a caramelized sugar. Not a whole lot of citrus. Maybe a little ripe cherry this time. Not quite so appley. And there's a hint of citrus, just kind of buried in there. If you smell this for as long as I've smelled this, then you might start to pick up some really mild citrus. So let's see how this goes. 45 grams out, 17 grams in, 29 seconds. Yeah, so that's not quite it either. I think I would actually leave this coffee here at this point. Not at this style. I would go back to the 17 in, 40 out at about 30 seconds. I believe I'll put it up here. I can't remember exactly what it was, but I'll go back and I'll post the dial in that was closest here. Sometimes it's not always going to be the most perfect dial, depending on the day, depending on the coffee. Let's see when this was roasted. I didn't check that at the beginning. This was roasted on the 18th of January. Today is the 30th of January, so math, that's 12 days. So this has been a pretty good window. Most of the coffees I've dialed in here have been at about 2 weeks, so I've got a little bit more time to calm down, though 10 to 12 days is certainly plenty. But if you get coffee within this sort of range where it's tasting pretty good, but you're not like quite super happy with it, give it a couple of days and kind of keep tweaking it and take your time. Sometimes you just have to get to know the coffee, as weird as that sounds. Just having this thing in the hopper, maybe getting a couple bags of it so you can really try a bunch of different recipes and then see what you land on. Again, we didn't change the dose weight at all. That could have been a way to go. But we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shots in. And for today, I think I would certainly be happy with that 17 in, 40 gram out shot. All right, that's it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching, and it's really exciting to be back in front of the camera and making some more videos for y'all. Some of you know me personally and know that my day job is running a cafe, which has been a little stressful lately. I'm sure everybody's jobs and lives have been pretty stressful lately. All that to say that I really do enjoy making these videos for you, and I hope that I'll continue to make them for as long as I can. They just might not be on a regular schedule for a little while. But anyways, thank you all so much for your support. It really means a lot to me. All the comments, all of the likes, all the shares, all that stuff really means a lot. So until next time, take care, and I will see you very soon.